An image of a document representing a soldier's pension with handwriting at the bottom appears on screen. At the top, text reads, "Pensions of Guilford Courthouse." This image then transitions into a close-up of a flintlock musket being fired. The hammer slams forward, flint scrapes against metal, and the sparks erupt in flame when they hit gunpowder in the weapon's pan. Pyle's Massacre is an event obscured by many clashing accounts of what happened. On February 25, 1781, Light Horse Harry Lee was trying to either bypass or capture a large body of Tory troops while in pursuit of Bannister Tarleton. A silhouette image of Light Horse Harry Lee shows a young officer in a blue uniform coat with his hair pulled back and powdered. The image transitions to a painting of cavalry soldiers on horseback. They wear green coats and are charging forward with sabers held above their heads. He hoped to deceive the Loyalists into thinking that his men were British troopers, but the ruse failed, and fighting broke out when the militia of both sides saw each other. By the time the fighting stopped, the Tories had been scattered, killed, or captured. A painting shows many militiamen running away on foot. They are wearing all different manners of non-matching clothing, and they appear to be panicked. Militiaman Samuel Hutchison experienced this chaos of troopers 1 second passing calmly, then instantly snapping into violence, and chaos ensuing as Tory militiamen fled, some calling out to their attackers, still not realizing they were not British troops. A map from 1775 shows North Carolina with major roads and rivers depicted. A figure of a soldier fades into view on the left side of the map above an area labeled Mecklenburg County. Samuel Hutchison was born in Ireland in 1763, but at some point in his youth, his family immigrated to America. And it is here, in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina, that Samuel first volunteers for the militia at the age of 16. A painting shows a group of men gathered in a room, wearing overcoats, holding muskets. At the center of the image, an older man with a worried look on his face has his hand on the shoulder of a younger man and looks like he is speaking to him. Throughout the war, Hutchison did a common practice of agreeing to serve as a substitute for another man who was called up for militia service. A sketch pans up from the feet to the heads of soldiers standing in multiple lines. They wear tri-corner hats, militia uniforms, and hold their muskets close to their chests. Militia service was compulsory for everyone between the ages of 16 and 60, so it is not unusual to see men who routinely volunteer for back-to-back-to-back militia tours in order to collect payments from men who were eager to avoid military service. Returning to the previous map, the image of the soldier moves to the northeast from Mecklenburg County, and he goes all the way across North Carolina, then circles back to an area west of Hillsborough labeled Pyle's Massacre. An image of an older soldier appears and follows the younger one. This older, bald man is General Andrew Pickens. Most of Hutchison's time was spent in Mecklenburg County, harassing British foraging parties or, quote, keeping the Tories in check. When he volunteered yet again in February of 1781, he was in a company that was attached to Andrew Pickens and Light Horse Harry Lee. It is during this service that he participated in the event we now know as Pyle's Massacre. After this event, Hutchison must have went with Pickens' men when they went back to South Carolina. Both soldiers then moved southwest towards Mecklenburg and into South Carolina, because he next signs up for service for 10 months as a South Carolina state soldier under the command of Thomas Sumter. Samuel Hutchison would return to Mecklenburg County after the war, but by 1833, at the age of 69, Hutchison was living in York District, South Carolina. A drawing depicts a courtroom scene. People are gathered and they are focused on the subject who is at the center. At the center is a finely dressed old man, patiently waiting on a bench for his turn to speak. It was here that he appeared before the court to apply for his veteran's pension, which he successfully received. The National Park Arrowhead logo appears.